so excited. Let me get my notes together. Oh, so many things. Happy Friday, my Friday friends. But before I get to the monologue, I want to send our thoughts to those who are currently suffering. Not him. I'm talking about people experiencing the wrath of Hurricane Ian, not Hurricane Gutfeld. What a mess I've left behind. Woo! Brian Williams. Don... Oh, man, I'm taunting karma, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I've been fired many times. Yeah. You got Brian Williams, you got Don Lemon, you got James Corden, Samantha Bee, and now Trevor. I'd say Seth Meyers is next, but I really like her work. Hey. She's a keeper. Now, as for all of our friends down south, in all seriousness, dealing with the hurricane, our hearts are with you, and especially with this guy. There he is. You know, if that doesn't reflect the spirit of America when times get tough, I don't know what does. We're with you, Florida flag guy, wherever you ended up. R.I.P. All right. So this week, former President Trump suggested that he could lead a team to broker peace between Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, someone finally mentioned peace. He did it on his own app, Truth Social, where he wrote, quote, U.S. leadership should remain cool, calm, and dry on the sabotage of the Nord Stream pipelines. This is a big event that should not entail a big solution. Do not make matters worse. Be strategic. Be smart. Brilliant. It's got it in parentheses. Get a negotiated deal done now. Both sides need it, and they want it. The entire world is at stake. I will head up group. 3 question marks after that. That means it's real. Of course, being Trump, he had to remind everybody that this war never would have happened under his watch. And we'll never know if that's true, of course, but we do know he can't do worse than his bumbling successor, who only strikes fear in preteens with ponytails. Speaking of, let's check in on him.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Not the right way to go. They did find him 3 hours later on an interstate clutching a teddy bear. Now, this wasn't the first time Trump called for a negotiated peace between Russia and Ukraine. In April, he said they should negotiate now, not later, when everyone will be dead. Exclamation point. And as you know, it's hard to talk to dead people. As hard as Biden tries.
Representative Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here.
Yeah, she was. That's normal.
Oh my God.
But despite having no diplomatic experience, Trump understood a war's most lamentable variable, duration. The longer it goes, the worse it gets in terms of loss of human life and loss of treasure. And so he said this.
I really hope that you and President Putin get together and can solve your problem. That would be a tremendous achievement.
Look at Zelensky's face. He does not want to hear that. But that was 3 years ago. Of course, no one wanted to take that seriously at the time because it's Trump. So is this recent offer a crazy idea, a desperate idea, or a brilliant one? It could be all three, like when I shaved Bill Hemmer's back. I just left his initials. Could mean a lot of things. Fact is, with Trump, his penchant for deal-making makes him a better diplomat than most. You table the animosities and grudges in deals, and you ask both parties what they want to get out of this. Everyone needs an off-ramp, including Putin. Or else there isn't an end, just mountains of dead. There's no food or gas, and we're one errant missile away from America joining World War III with a president who has cabbage for brains. So, what do you think the biggest obstacle to world peace really is? Is it corruption? Sure. Authoritarianism? Maybe. Jesse Waters? Perhaps. But you're close with that. My guess, it's ego, a subject I'm an expert in. For it's ego that keeps people in power from listening to those other people that they can't stand who can help them. Maybe because they aren't diplomats, or they aren't in your party, or they're Donald Trump. However, Trump's provided the world with two huge successes. And it's not the Apprentice or his signature ribeye steaks, which are delicious. You still have my address, right? You can send them there. First, North Korea. Without any diplomatic experience, Trump obliterated the threat like they were Hillary Clinton's dreams. He was laughed at, but he did it. And now, what do we have in his place at the DMZ?
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring.
It is. Is there a 25th Amendment for the Vice President? Or as she would call it, banana foo-foo carrot top. Then there's the Abraham Accords, orchestrated by Trump's son-in-law, who, again, had no experience in diplomacy. Although having Trump as a father-in-law looks better than anything on Anthony Blinken's resume. But I'm starting to think diplomacy is like co-hosting Fox and Friends. Anybody can do it. Idiots like Tony Blinken and John Kerry, they just make it look hard. But the Trump administration brokered a deal between sworn enemies. If this were a Democrat White House, the staff would have Nobel Prizes coming out of their asses, which is less painful than going in. I've heard. So now you have Trump offering to help. And I'm sure that drew dismissive laughter from all the useless nothing-crats. But why should they be laughing? It's not any funnier than Democrats believing men can get pregnant.
Dr. Kumar, can biological men become pregnant and give birth?
So men can have pregnancies, especially trans men.
So are you saying that a biological female who identifies as a man and therefore becomes pregnant is, quote, a man?
Somebody with a uterus may have the capability of becoming pregnant, whether they're a woman or a man. That doesn't make a difference.
Okay, we're done.
I have a feeling America is almost at the point of saying, yeah, we're done. At least what Trump is offering makes sense, and no wonder the Dems don't like it. They never see that stuff. Right now, they have no way forward diplomatically in ending a war that we are paying for. Fact is, Trump might be the only person to pull this one off, but perhaps with the help of another guy. Yeah, that guy who also saw the folly in picking sides between these two countries. Now, could you imagine this? A peace team that feels exactly like a buddy cop movie? One unorthodox wild man, another a by-the-book bureaucrat. It's like Lethal Weapon, 48 Hours, and Laverne and Shirley, all rolled into one. This is a brilliant idea. But in order for this to happen, Obama and others would have to lose their ego. It's the same thing I tell Jesse Waters when he keeps spray painting his bald spot. Our leaders should ask themselves, would I be okay with real peace if Trump had a role? If you say no, then that's your ego talking, and you value it more than human life, which sadly makes you another useless diplomat. Let's go to Joy Behar for comment. It's Friday. And yeah, I'm going to be milking that one for a while. Let's welcome tonight's guests. She wrote a children's book, which is like Jeffrey Dahmer writing a cookbook. Fox News anchor Julie Banderas. He's written for SNL and Ellen, and sometimes even comedy shows. TV writer and producer Adam Yenzer. You may recognize him from trying to squeegee your windshield. Host of Fox Across America, Jimmy Fallon. finally, she once told the little engine that could that it couldn't. Fox News contributor Kat Tipp. Julie, by the way, speaking of your book, how is it doing?
It's doing great.
Yeah, it's about farting.
Yeah, sales really plummeted after I promoted it on this show.
Well, I thought I drove a lot of traffic to it.
No, you did.
Yeah, because it's actually about building forts.
Right, not farts.
Yes.
Which I had to then clarify for like weeks.
Yes.
They're like, so Fiona has gas?
Yes.
Thank you, though.
So, what do you think of my my impossible dream? Because it is an impossible dream of these two guys joining up together like super friends to solve this amazing problem that apparently our leaders don't even want to solve except with billions of dollars.
Oh my God, I know. First of all, I think the idea of Trump going back into the White House while Biden is there would be classic.
Yes.
Just imagine the news conferences.
Yes.
Because he would hold them daily with updates.
Yes.
And then Biden would, I mean, I don't know what he would do, but I just think it's interesting how the whole world criticized the president when he actually met with Pyongyang and the two of them united. And then you choose Kamala Harris to be the one who's supposed to be diplomatic and going over there and telling us about our alliance with North Korea. I mean, yeah, this administration has screwed that up.
Yeah, she, if I did that, or if I saw myself doing that, I go, Xanax. Took too much. Because it's like, there's no way. I'm telling you, I can read that, just as a medical expert. One of the medical experts here at Fox. I will diagnose anything you want in my van. Jimmy?
There.
You know what I noticed about buddy cop movies? Even if they don't like each other, they always win.
They do.
Because it's yin and yang, or yen, sir. and together they could work together. Because Republicans and Democrats can't work together, but maybe just one each together.
I really do think Trump could drive the bus on this mission, for he has two motivating forces here. One is, if he gets sent over there, he can get the FBI to give him his passports back, which is nice. The other is he doesn't want everybody to die, because then they'll wind up voting Democrat in the next election, which is a big problem.
Right.
But
red meat Jimmy.
no, you stop it. It's
RMJ.
Friday. You're on the Atkins diet. It's Friday. But I really think the best point you made earlier is the fact that to a lot of these people, world peace isn't as important as stopping the wrong guy from delivering it. Remember, okay, one of the oldest jokes is about making peace in the Middle East. The Abraham Accords did that, and we're all just pretending it never happened.
Yeah.
Because they can't make peace with the fact that he was the guy to deliver it, But I mean, how could you not look at this administration and think we need help? You know what I'm saying? Like, anyone who voted for Kamala owes Sarah Palin an apology for calling her dumb. Can we just acknowledge that? Okay, because when you show up to the demilitarized zone, you're there to express support for who? South Korea. Imagine walking into Yankee Stadium, grabbing the mic, and leading a "Let's Go Red Sox" chant.
Adam, don't you believe, like me, that Trump is our only hope in solving these issues?
Yes.
He's an outsized thinker. He's absurd. It's another movie trope. It's the plan is so crazy, it just might work. Just like in Stripes with the Winnebago.
Exactly like that. I like if they go over there in a Winnebago somehow.
Yes, exactly.
But it's true.
A road trip.
I think Biden should accept Trump's help on this. He should accept it on the economy. He should accept it on taking care of crime. We can do like the sort of British model where Joe Biden is our old figurehead who lives in a castle, and like we never talk to him, and then Trump is there making the policies.
That's a great.
That would be a functional solution.
And by the way, that's the only thing that Biden claims he could do is pat people on the back, and he can't tweet, he can barely move, and then you have Trump doing all the other. Well, Trump just, of all things, creating policy. Which is what he's good at, amazingly.
And I love your idea of him and Obama teaming up together, but since Trump offered to make the team, I think they should go along with it and just let him pick the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Because I'm always just excited to see who Trump will pick for these things.
Yes.
It's never politicians.
Yeah.
It's just like B-list celebrities and old reality TV stars. They'll be like, oh, well, I'm going to go over to Moscow with Obama, the ShamWow guy, and Flavor Flav. I'm going to fix this thing.
It'll work.
And it's like, and somehow it always works.
Yeah, and it was tragic because he had Coolio on the list.
Yes.
I know.
Coolio.
Right on time.
But we'll still hear about Coolio at Biden press conference.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah, Biden will be calling out Coolio.
Where's Coolio?
Yes. Where's Coolio? So, Kat, it is kind of incredible that we're at. Ukraine is an issue where the Republicans and the Democrats are on the same page, which is billions and billions and billions of dollars. There's almost no dissent, maybe with the exception of a few people, right?
Right. Well, they've done a really good job of if you dissent, then you like people to die, rather than
or you like Putin.
Or you love Putin, rather than like, okay, we're sending all this money, this is still going on. You have to have the cost-benefit analysis with everything, no matter what it is. When it comes to this, I think Trump should have taken it even further and been like, I could solve it in 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Biden's going to let him do it.
No, that's true.
He doesn't actually have to have a plan, because they would never let any help from him, no matter what, because that's more important. That's all that they have, is to be like, oh, Trump is a huge threat. That's all that they have, because everything else is not going so well right now.
Consider, like, if Trump, okay, consider this, how it goes, because I know Trump watches. Trump calls Obama. Obama can not dodge that call. And then let's say Trump calls him and goes, look, I have this plan. You and I do this together. If Obama says no, then Trump could say, I called Obama.
Yeah,
and he
I agree.
said no.
Yeah.
That would totally
Yeah, and plus Joe would have no idea it ever happened.
Yeah, exactly. I think we just solved Ukraine, because all Trump has to do is call the Obamas, and if the Obamas say no, they look terrible. So they're going to say yes, and then they just tell Biden to go back to Delaware, sleep for a few days. Hang out with Hunter.
I think the Obamas would receive Trump the same way they received Venezuelans in Martha's Vineyard.
That's true.
I think it's a sure call. I think it's a sure call.
Well, I'm a dreamer.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.